sis, let me tell you. Hey, it's your sissies. You're listening to Sis Let Me Tell You podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Jazz. And we just spent a half hour trying to get Jessica's mic together when really she just didn't have it turned on.
Well, let me clarify.
No
by
need.
Saying,
No
I'm
need.
gonna clarify. When we had my computer desk facing this couch bed situation, I had to move everything back and put everything back together the way that it's supposed to be. And I turned my mic on. I made sure it was on. I plugged everything in, and then I think I readjusted it, and it turned it off. And
and we spent 30 minutes trying to get it together, like really finna quit podcasting altogether. And then it wasn't turned on.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's on now, and you hear me loud and clear, Miss Gora.
Yeah, I know. I hear you loud and clear, unfortunately. How are you?
Great.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't.
Okay. Oh, you didn't tell me you was gonna have wine.
Would that have changed?
Casually sipped it. No, because I don't have anything.
Think so.
But maybe I could have put some juice in a cup and fooled everyone.
False flagging. Got it.
Yeah.
Well, I know Jessica ain't been up to shit, but Jasmine has. I went to a concert last night with my friend Tika. It was the 40th anniversary.
Why are you saying her name?
New edition. She doesn't mind. I'm sure she doesn't.
Oh,
mind.
okay.
It was the 40th anniversary concert for New Edition. And it was good as hell. It was good. The most unfortunate part about it was we had to battle a tornado to get there. No lie. Literally. There was a tornado warning as soon as we left the house, but we were like, moving forward. And that wasn't the best idea, but we did it anyhow. And so we got stuck in it, and then we had to pull over because it started hailing. And Tank is the opening act for this tour. And they say he starts on time, and boy, did he. He started on time. I got like the last 3 short songs, and I was devastated.
Yeah.
But he sounded good. He looked good. And then after him was Guy. They didn't do that great. It was okay.
Oh,
the
no.
sound system didn't help. And then after that, it was Keith Sweat, and he knocked our fucking socks off. I just knew he was going to get up there and whine the entire time, but he didn't. He sounded really good, and he performed his ass off.
That's good.
Then him and Teddy Riley, he brought Teddy Riley back out, and they started going to, like, performing songs that they've written. Mm-hmm. That was good as hell.
Okay.
And then New Edition performed. Bobby Brown made it. We didn't think he was going to make it. He literally was standing on the sidelines. He kept leaving the stage to take respites. And then he'd come back out. He did several of his singles. And then Belle Biv DeVoe performed. Johnny Gill performed. He was so extra. It was almost like, I want to be liked like Bobby too. It was like one of those, and it came off really like.
Did you guys know I was coming? You came for me?
I mean, he just kept over and over, and then he'd stop and then get back into it. It was like, all right, we got it. We get it.
You missed me with it.
Yeah. But other than that, I had a bomb ass time, and so did my friends. So here we are. So if my voice sounds a little crackly, deal with it. This what I'm working with today.
Not crackly. It sounds
what is it?
Like your nose maybe stopped up.
No, it's not. Okay. No, it's not.
Okay, we didn't need that, but
okay. Let's get into some housekeeping. Okay.
Yeah.
Housekeeping. All right. You guys didn't see that, did you? Because you ain't watching.
I know
if
you're not watching. What are you doing?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing? That's a part of my.
You don't want to see us? We're cute.
We are. I think we are. I mean, we look alike, so
we put makeup on for y'all.
Yeah, a little bit, just to be looking alive, looking awake. Okay, housekeeping. We mentioned it last week, but we're still on there, so I'm going to mention it again. We are currently featured as Apple's new and noteworthy. We're on their podcast list for new and noteworthy podcasts. We're listed as their current favorites. Hey, we have a lot of new listeners because of that, and we're so appreciative. So, hello to everybody that's new. Hey, y'all. We hope you stick around. Video podcasts. We offer video podcasts exclusively on Spotify. You can hear us anywhere else just like normal. So, but we put effort into these videos. So we would love for y'all to come on over and watch.
At least give it a try. See if you like it better.
Yeah. Jessica did make a good point today because we were talking about like, okay, how can we get more people to watch our videos on Spotify? And on Spotify. Yeah. But she was like, some people are working while they're listening, and it's just so much easier just to put it on and be able to not have to focus on watching. So I get that. I can understand that. Either way, check it out. See if you like it. If you don't, go back to listening. We want you to listen. Either way. Give us a 5-star rating. Let me be clear. 5 stars. 5 stars only.
5 stars or nothing. We don't want it at all.
Or nothing. And also leave us a review, especially on Apple. We have a lot of Apple listeners, but we don't have many ratings or reviews on Apple. So we would love a 5-star rating from y'all. Also follow the podcast for notifications when we drop new episodes. Answer our Q&As and polls on Spotify if you do listen on Spotify, just to participate a little bit. Tell a friend if you find yourself at any point laughing during this episode. Hee hee ha ha. Go ahead and tell a friend so that they can also tune in and listen. And then y'all could talk about it together. Gab about it after the show. Isn't that cute?
And talk about it with us.
And talk about it with us.
Too as well. Also, too as well también.
Also, too as well. También. If you want to support our show, go ahead and click the Linktree link in the description box of this episode to see the many ways that you can support us. We're trying different things, new things. So any way that you want to give, we'd love to have your money dollars. We need it. Let me do another support your sissies.
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. Oh, Jessica, you gave me one.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Okay, use it.
Okay, this is the one Jessica came up with. Let's see if y'all like it as well. Okay. Support your sissies. Support us like you support your girl using stolen credit cards to fill up your gas tank.
Uh-oh. This hits a bit close to home. We knew someone who would be posting on social media regularly. Hey, come to this gas station on 4th and Washington Ave, and you can fill up your tank. And we were like, what?
I think everybody knows somebody that has done this. I'm sure.
And y'all was rolling up using them stolen credit cards to fill up your tank one good time. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sally's like, where are all these charges coming from? Ad space. We have ad space available for anybody that's interested. If you want to place an ad on an episode of ours, just send us an email or a DM and we'll talk to you about details. And
our email
also
is sisletmepodcast@gmail.com.
Yep.
If you're interested in that.
Lastly, last but not least, voice memos. If any of our listeners want to send in voice memos just to talk to us. We had one of our newer listeners say that she wanted to send in a voice memo, but she was worried about her voice. So we were like, well, we don't have to play it on episodes if you don't want. It's just a way for us to connect. So hopefully you're listening and you send us a voice memo. That's cute.
We'd love that.
Yeah. Let's get into gossip.
I did.
Because boy, oh boy, do we got some. Jesus.
It's heavy.
It's heavy hitters. Yeah. All right.
Ooh.
Spill it, sis.
Okay. Nene Leakes.
I love Nene.
You do? Okay. Well, she posted a video on Instagram. She was looking doctored up. She cut up, sliced, diced, re-sewn back together. Girl, what? No. That's not even what this is about. I just gotta say it.
Yeah, but it's good to point that out. I like to know details.
Oh yeah, she was just came from the surgeon's office. And she had on this bleach blonde, platinum blonde wig. I mean, she'll
never
cute.
Give up the blonde.
No, she's always cute. That's the thing. Even no matter what she does to herself, she's always cute.
Oh, okay.
In my opinion,
Okay.
some people may not agree.
I didn't expect you to
find
go there
her
based
looks,
on
well,
how you
yeah, I could just tell
entered.
she did other stuff to herself.
Okay.
But her looks are always endearing to me.
Okay.
Okay. Enough about that.
I can relate. Okay, go ahead.
She posted a video on Instagram, basically recruiting all MENillionaires.
Uh-oh.
MENillionaires. Girl, how do you pronounce it? I don't know. Basically, MENillionaires.
Okay.
She said that she has some successful girlfriends that she wants to, set up. And
Okay.
she wants to kind of play like $1 Million Matchmaker, but for brown people.
Oh.
And she is asking for contestant suggestions to set people up with. So like, she's like, I know you got a daddy, a uncle, a cousin, a friend, somebody who's doing well for themselves, looking for love. I've got these great ladies here that are also looking, and let's set something up. Basically, hit my line.
Hit me up.
She's like, I'm gonna start setting y'all up.
Okay.
And then I saw another video. It was not connected to this video, but I saw another video of, and maybe it was. Anyway, I watched it twice, so I'm not sure if it was just two different videos. There were two of the women that I guess are wanting to be set up. They basically introduced themselves and were like, I am so-and-so. I'm so-and-so years old. I do this, and I'm looking forward to meeting you, or whatever. It was cute. I mean,
that's cute.
It was cute.
That shit would be good. There was a black, I got two thoughts. Girl, they're swirling. Okay. There was a black matchmaking show, and it was fairly recent, but it was more about the matchmakers than about
the people that were matching.
Yeah, and the matchmakers were like competing because they were in the same circles, but they were black. But yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not familiar then, but okay.
The matchmakers, like, one started this, and then somebody stole their idea or some shit. I don't even remember what it was called, but
bitch stole my look.
Yeah. Okay. Does Nene have a millionaire boyfriend? While she hooking other people up? I'm being serious.
I do not know. I also looked at some of her other videos. I don't know if she's with anybody. Didn't her husband like pass or something?
Yeah, he died. So
I saw a video of her. She goes out a lot. She goes out with her friends and blah blah blah. Then there was another video where she was sitting on a couch with some friends, and two of them were guys, and she kept showing like this one guy that was in a too tight suit. Sis, the pants were giving. Are they spandex? Like, they were so tight. Yeah. Okay. And she kept like panning him up and down. Then they were it was like a video. Then they were kind of like together. I was like, is this someone she's with, or was he young? About this relationship? No.
Okay, because after her husband died, she was seen with this young nigga, and people were speculating, like, are they dating? Is she dating already? Which I'm not going to judge someone's grieving process. I'm not going to do that. Her husband was also sick for a while, so she knew it was coming. Not to say you stopped loving that nigga long before he died, but I mean, who's to say when it's time for you to a widow to move on? I'm not gonna do that, especially when you're still young and horny. Hell, still got needs. Yeah. So I don't know. I was just curious. Like, well, is she actually dating someone? And if she is he a millionaire?
Somebody different. I don't know. And I don't know if they're together. I would think that the young boy was probably like a boy toy type of thing. Like, I'm just getting back on the saddle, and
get my
young.
Groove back. Yeah.
Get
my groove back. Okay.
This guy was definitely more established as far as age and possibly career. I don't know.
Okay. Got it. Interesting. Okay. Well, I would definitely look out for it. She knows what's good for TV. She was on Atlanta Housewives for Hellas. So yeah, she would definitely come with something entertaining. For sure. That's cool.
Indeed.
All right, Nick Cannon. Well, he was on the Howard Stern show on Monday. Girl, that's exactly the look I gave when
Why Howard Stern?
But that's what I'm continuing to ask myself. Now, once you hear this, you really gonna be like, no, why would you do this? Okay, so he was on, it's a radio show, you know that. But he was on the Howard Stern show, and Howard Stern asked Nick who he would have if he was absolutely going to have a 13th child, who would it be with?
Oh, out of the moms.
Just anybody, girl. Not his current selection. Who knew would he create a 13th baby with is basically what Howard Stern was asking him.
Okay. All right.
So he kind of was like, kind of jumping around like, it'd have to be somebody amazing. She'd have to be cold. This is what he said. She'd have to be cold. She's got to be amazing. So he was like, who would make you have a baby again? So he's baiting, asking, and Nick's not coming up with nobody. So then Howard Stern was like, if it's anybody, just anybody that's attractive, blah, blah, blah. Bitch, he suggested Taylor Swift.
Howard did?
Yes. He was like, if it's Taylor Swift. Do you want to know what Nick Cannon responded with?
Probably like, she's 12.
No, quite the opposite. He said, absolutely, I'm in. Let's go. That's the one.
That's
now, Nick,
one.
You don't have not a nan white baby mama.
First of all, the fact that you couldn't think of her, she wasn't top of mind for you. But then he suggests it. And now you're like, my dick is hard. Like, it's just like, what?
And I don't even think it's that. I think Howard Stern, first of all, ew, with your old crusty ass and you thinking about this young bitch
Taylor
to
Swift.
Suggest to him. Yeah, that was disgusting numero uno.
Indeed.
But then for Nick to respond, and it's almost like, okay, the mindset that it put me in was like when you're at work and you know you working with all whiteys and somebody suggests something to you and you just go with the flow because it's too hard to explain why you would not. It's like you're just going with the flow like, yeah, sure, Taylor Swift. It's kind of like one of those, but this is in public. This is for everyone to hear. And you could tell he wasn't going to come up with somebody because he don't want to rock the boat with his baby mamas. He said, first of all, she's an amazing songwriter. What I do love about Taylor Swift is the fact that she has been so vulnerable and open with all of her music since a young girl.
Okay.
So you want to have a baby with her because of that?
Jasmine, I don't think he really does. I think, like you're saying, he's just saying, he's agreeing to disagree. Like, yeah, Taylor Swift, sure.
And maybe he's thinking like, yeah, give me the whitest name possible because my baby mamas will
They're
know
not gonna
this
believe
shit
it.
ain't real. But now
Exactly.
you're out here. Now you've thrown this out here, and now people are going to think you want Taylor Swift. It's just such an odd.
It's odd.
It's very odd.
It's odd in several senses of the word.
Mm-hmm.
Howard Stern, think about her. Got her on the brain. Oh, I hope she says Taylor Swift so I could talk about Taylor Swift. And then Nick's co-signing this.
Yeah.
And then describing what he admires about her. Get her young name out both of y'all mouths, please.
But then he just admired her songwriting skills, which is just so weird because that's what you choose to have a baby with. You had Mariah Carey. Shut up. I don't know.
Right.
He said my spidey senses are tingling. I think that would be amazing. Girl, he just kept going on and I was like, all right, I've had enough. That wasn't all, sis. Okay.
Why the fuck was he on Howard Stern? He needs the money. Why was he on Howard Stern?
I don't think he needs the money. I think it's probably like if Howard Stern asks for you to be on your show, on his show, it's a bit of a rite of passage to say yes. Howard Stern he's up there. I mean,
I know it for the whites.
Now what he could have done was vetted these questions he was going to ask him. That's what he should have done because you could tell. I don't know if he was completely uncomfortable, but he was like, I just got in trouble for the last time I was interviewed. And what did he say? Oh, when he said everything he said everything he says is taken out of context. So when he talked about, it's up to God, it's in God's hands if I have another child. And he said all the religious people came rushing at him like, don't bring God into this, blah, 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 blah. So he was like, I don't want to say I don't want to say anything for fear of saying the wrong thing. Same interview. Howard Stern asks him, which this makes it makes me mad a little bit when I actually think about it. He asked him to name all of his kids.
So you're mad at Howard, not Nick?
I am mad at Howard for doing this because I know what you're doing. You're hoping that he doesn't remember the names or forgets one.
Messes up.
And then it makes him look really like... So first you bait him with this white bitch question, like, Taylor Swift, would you want to have your next kid with Taylor Swift? And then now you're making him out to be like a deadbeat dad type of situation. And even if he is, I don't think you need to go on Howard Stern's show in order to prove that you are. For the white man's gaze.
That's my
for their entertainment.
Entire point of all of this.
For their entertainment.
Why would you go on there? What is this doing for you?
Jess, I don't know. I mean, if Howard Stern wanted to interview us, I'm going to say, yeah. I'm going to vet them questions, though. I want to check.
Say yes, sis?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
No one that actually tunes into Howard Stern regularly is thinking about anybody we're talking about or us in general.
Know? You don't think? Okay. Yeah,
you're
probably right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell you what happened when he was naming his kids. He decided to name them in birth order. So he starts naming them. He's naming them by their names. He starts with his two twins with Mariah Carey, and then he says, what are their names? Moroccan and Monroe. And they call them Rock and Roll. Rock and Roll.
That's cute.
It's so cute.
Oh, I love that.
And as he's talking, he's naming them, but he seems a bit uncomfortable. So he gets there. And then Howard Stern keeps cutting him off. So I don't know if he's trying to like distract him.
Yeah, he's trying to throw him off. Yeah.
He gets to the end and then Howard Stern cuts in immediately and was like, you forgot one. And he was like, huh? He said, you left out your daughter, Onyx. And then Nick was like, oh, Onyx, yes. He said, you threw me off when I was putting him in order, but he kept interrupting him. Yeah, 12 names and birthdays are hard to keep track of. And then I was like, well, let me look up and see if that's the youngest. Did he cut him off before he was done? No, Onyx is not the youngest. No, I figured not. There are 3 other kids that were born after Onyx, and Onyx was born September 2022. Okay. Let me just point that out. There was another also born in September 2022.
Oh, no.
I didn't know they was that close in age. Another one was born in like December and then another the next year or something. Anywho, that's besides the point. So that basically was the only bit of the clip that I saw, but you could tell he was embarrassed and he was like, oh, I didn't mean to forget. I didn't forget them. I got distracted, blah, blah, blah. But now where's this going to go? It just makes him look terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even remember the kids you had. You nigger.
And for Howard to kind of set him up for failure like that, I don't appreciate.
But he's doing exactly what his listeners expect of him.
Okay. You might be right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the people listening are like, look at this idiot. I mean,
yeah.
Why go on a show that's not going to do anything for you positively?
Well, how do you know it won't do anything for him positively? Because I didn't watch the whole interview, and it could have been about like the Masked Singer, and it could have had a lot of positive,
Let me tell you, I didn't even know he was on an interview with Howard Stern, but headlines I did see is that he forgot his daughter's name when naming his kids.
Which is why having a team that vets the questions and tells you what to touch and what not to touch is important. But, okay.
Yikes. Okay, this was funny.
Oh, okay. What is it?
So, you know how people are putting all of these lists together. This is something people get off on now.
What lists? What lists? Oh, okay.
Like out of these 5 people, who you getting rid of or who, putting
one's got to go.
People against each other. Yeah, kind of. But like with artists and stuff like that. Okay. Well, this one person on Twitter came up with one. And it says you got an 8-hour trip and can only listen to one artist.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you who the artists are.
Okay. They're all bad.
Ice Spice.
Oh, okay.
Designer. I don't know who that is. It has
yes,
two
you
eyes.
do. Yes, you do.
Who is it?
Damn, I'm trying to think of his song. Damn.
Not huh.
Damn. Now I gotta look it up. Oh gosh, it was catchy. I mean, but I don't even think he had that many songs to be fucking playing for 8 hours.
Exactly, and we'll get there.
Wasn't he signed by
Jess,
Kanye?
I don't know who he is. You
Hold on, sis.
Asking me questions.
Panda. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. Oh, but
okay.
What I was trying to remember was Timmy Turner. Timmy Turner. Okay.
No, I don't know that one. The Panda I got.
Okay.
Panda I got.
That's him. He don't got that many songs to where I want to listen for 8 hours though.
Exactly. If someone said, I have $1 million on the table right now, it's yours. What songs does Designer have? I would have been like, you got me.
Gotta walk away.
Donate it to charity. I couldn't tell you.
Not walking away from the meal because you don't know nothing.
Couldn't even fake it.
Okay.
Okay.
Who else?
So Ice Spice.
Okay.
Designer. Panda.
Okay.
Bow Wow.
Okay.
Nick Cannon.
Oh.
Blueface.
Okay, this is terrible.
And Lil Yachty. Jasmine.
Okay.
So what this person is getting at is all of these people are lyrically trash.
Okay.
So even if some of the songs are like catchy or whatever, lyrically they not standing the test of time. In this person's opinion.
Correct.
So he's like, it's gonna be torture regardless. Who are you torturing yourself with
for 8 hours? Can you ride in silence? Because I can ride in silence.
No, you have to listen to one of these artists. You cannot deviate. Okay. So first of all, who would you choose?
I was thinking I would probably choose Bow Wow because of the nostalgia of his music, and I could probably not get as annoyed. If I listen to like Lil Yachty, I don't really know his songs well, so I would truly be listening to it like just to get through it. Exactly. Although it may be catchy, I don't have any ties to that music, so it's just kind of like, oh boy. But yeah, Bow Wow has a lot of hits too, so I could spread it out.
Exactly. Your sentiment is the same as pretty much everybody else. Everybody on the internet was like, he don't even belong on this list.
No, I don't think he belongs on the list either, but
I agree. Somebody said we're really not gonna act like Bow Wow's discography from 2000 to 2007 doesn't exist. Dude was making bangers when he was 10.
Yeah, he was.
Then somebody else says, I'll never understand Bow Wow slander like he's not a legend. 'Cause he is.
Yeah. I mean,
absolutely.
In his own right, yeah.
Joke all y'all want, but Bow Wow smoking everybody on here. And is.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think you're not comparing apples to apples. That's number one. Bow Wow was hot, big hot, major hot, like long time ago.
Yeah.
He's not currently making music that, you're like, oh, this music that he's making right now is trash. Let's stack him against, like, you can't compare his literally childhood songs.
Right.
To Ice Spice talking about her pussy. You can't. Are you serious? It just doesn't make any sense. And it's like, all right, well, all right. I wanted to see if there was another one that I wanted to read.
Okay. Now, if you take Bow Wow out of that, what you gonna pick?
Oh, it's rough.
That's hard.
It's definitely not going to be Nick Cannon. I'm not going to listen to
I would
him.
probably do Nick Cannon next because he got more songs than all of them.
What does he have?
Girl, I don't know. Something from Drumline? I don't fucking know.
Jasmine, I couldn't
Let
name
me look it up.
2 songs.
Let me see. Not me typing away.
And it's loud, too.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, Gigolo. I'm a gigolo, gonna spending lots of dough. Okay. Girl, that's all I know.
Exactly.
He's got a list here, but none of them. Nobody else featuring Jacquees. Ty Dolla $ign.
No, thank you.
I didn't know that. He had
Somebody
a song
else
with
said half of these artists barely have 8 hours worth of music, first of all. And secondly, y'all better put some respect on Bow Wow. Bowward got hits.
I know, that's right.
Forget he was top dog in his industry at a young age. And was like, what are we even talking about here?
Did Bow Wow respond to this?
I didn't see Bow Wow's response, but his fans came and swooped in for him. He didn't have to.
Because that's what I would hope, that he would just let everybody else speak for him, and then he don't even have to chime in.
I think he looked at this like...
Yeah, but Shad he tends to speak up, and typically at the wrong time. So.
He does, indeed. Yeah. Remember he was talking to that wrestler? If Bow Wow was not on this list, I would choose Ice Spice immediately.
But she has like 2 songs. You gonna listen to them songs?
She's got more
you
than
thought I was feeling you?
She got more than 2 songs. She's got an album. So I could listen to the album and then some of her other singles. Yeah. Out of this whole list? Yeah. I couldn't actually I know one now because I looked him up about something else. I didn't know any of Blueface's songs either.
Yeah.
Isn't his Tatiana? Isn't that one of his songs? I didn't know that. And I actually kind of like that song.
But that's it. That's all you're going to listen to.
Am I going to listen
and
to
I'm not supporting his ass no fucking way.
Oh, right. On to my next thing. And this is about your boy.
Blueface. Uh-oh. Oh, God. What?
Well, it looks like he's he's making a thing of entering into celebrity boxing. Okay.
He don't need to do nothing with boxing, fighting, nothing.
Period. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, there's a TikTok star that is going to be fighting Blueface coming up. Girl, find the tab quickly. Hurry. On the 22nd. Mm-hmm. It is a wild card fight.
Okay.
You can buy tickets. I'm not buying them.
Well, duh.
The TikToker's name is Ed Matthews. Yes, he's white. And he was he posted a video saying like, I'm about to knock him out immediately. Yeah.
Is he big? What's Ed looking like? What's his name?
Ed Matthews. He looks like he's got some meat on him for sure. Mm-hmm. He's got some muscle. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, this wasn't the first.
Oh, yeah, he does.
This wasn't Blueface's first round in celebrity boxing. I didn't know this.
Okay.
In 2021, he beat another TikTok star. Now, why are these TikTok stars jumping out the woodwork? I don't know. Yeah. He beat this guy named Kane Trujillo. I don't know if it's a Hispanic name or not. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But it was a 3-round fight. Trujillo actually lasted all 3 rounds, which was shocking. His face was beat red, sis. And he was stumbling several times. So we really thought that
he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Blueface, because he's not like a trained fighter, he didn't always take advantage of the moments he probably should have to, work up that momentum to knock him out. But it was a decent fight, to be honest.
Yeah.
And so it was just funny. So the Ed Matthews was like, yeah, I saw that fight. I'm not fazed by it. I'm
not impressed. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So basically he's doing this. And I was just like, why are we entertaining this? We've seen him fight on the streets with his girlfriend. What? Why are we?
Anything for a check, sis. I'm looking at the Ed Matthews. He's a UK bad boy TikToker. He's cute. He's got a cuteness about him.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Terry, that's Terry.
He's got a cuteness about him. He's only 19. That's kind of crazy.
Yes, he is 19. Correct. And yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna get him. So whoever watches, let us know. I'll definitely look at the results. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll watch it if it's on YouTube or something, because there's short fights. But
I would watch it too.
I didn't realize that Blueface was like so tall and lanky.
He is.
He is.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like 6'3", but he's like 155 pounds or something.
Oh, really? Oh,
That's tiny. Yeah.
I would have thought that he was thicker than that, but.
And maybe he is now. At the time of the fight in 2021, he was 155.
Oh, okay. I would think he's bigger than that now.
So maybe he's beefed up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we just talked about this last week, and that's why I was like, oh yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny, but it's funny to moi. And I'm bringing it to the table. So Chloe Bailey, we all know that she had that new album come out, In Pieces. That was her debut album. She worked really hard on it. Have you heard anything about the album?
Bitch, I listened to it.
Have you heard anything about the album?
Oh, like what people are saying about it. No.
Mm-hmm. It's not doing well.
I told you I was underwhelmed.
You did say that. And I couldn't remember if you were like, it was good. It was cool for what it was, but it wasn't all that. I couldn't remember if you said that it was good or it was like, nah. I couldn't remember what you said. So I was going to ask you again. So thank you for giving me that. Thanks for enlightening me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, okay. You know, usually when artists have an album that comes out, it does well. It does best in its first couple weeks.
Right. Because people are excited about it. Yeah.
She didn't even land in the top 100 on the Billboard 200 list. She came in at 119.
Oh, shit.
Not good. She only had 10,000 records sold. Not good.
What does that mean? Like people are buying?
You know, when people still pay for...
But you can listen to it for free on Spotify.
Yeah, but that's if you have an account. You know, some people still buy on iTunes.
Oh.
There's a lot of people that still buy on iTunes.
I would not guess that, but okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, well, she didn't do well. And so she was kind of responding to not doing well. There were a lot of people in support of her as far as like her fans saying, "What? Like, wow, I'm shocked that it didn't do well." One fan said, "She was everywhere promoting this album. I wonder what happened." And then another one says, "Who cares where it charted? It was an amazing project." Which is cool. But then Chloe actually tweeted herself. She said, "In Pieces was about letting go and trusting myself. I've enjoyed every moment of it and I love everyone who listened to it. Tour starts tomorrow in Chicago and I'm so ready to perform these songs for y'all." First of all, you about to go on tour and nobody
no one
notice.
cared about it. Right. Nobody
They said that this was like the broke girls Renaissance tour. So the people that could not afford the Beyonce Renaissance tour tickets are going to go to this. So.
And be front row because it's going to be crickets in there, bitch.
Well, it's just like, well, if nobody's listening, it's like, is anybody going to show up for this tour? And if they do, are they even going to know the songs? Because nobody's listening and it's not doing well.
That's tough.
I don't know why that's funny to me. I don't know why I'm being mean. I don't know why that's kind of funny to me.
It is mean.
It is mean. I know it. You know how I feel about her. So it's just kind of like,
here's what I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, let me say
before I say something mean. Go ahead.
Yeah, save you from yourself. She is not. We've talked about this. She doesn't know who she is. She's not being her authentic self.
True. And that might come off.
It's absolutely coming off. So she's over here putting out stuff that she thinks we want from her, when in all actuality, we just want to kind of get to know you for who you are and show us what your style is. What's your, take on music?
Well, for right now, this is her take.
No, it's not. Have you listened to the album? No, it ain't. She gave Beyonce. She gave Missy Elliott. It's just like,
so she's mimicking.
So yes, hard, and it's so noticeable. It's like, just do what you are gonna do, but honestly,
do what comes natural to you.
Yeah, we don't know what that is, so we're just like, we already have a Missy, and we love her in that lane. We already have a Beyonce. She's the best she's ever been. Why do we need you
to come and try to
lapping up her?
Yeah. No, I'm in agreement there,
girl. It's tired.
Yeah. Well, it seems as though listeners and fans feel the same. I mean, now people that are ride or die for her, sure. But it seems like people are like, no, we're good. Like, we already got a Beyonce so we don't necessarily even need to listen to your shit. She was promoting heavy, so I don't know why. I mean, for the younger, especially the younger fans and listeners, I don't know why she had such a hard time getting this off the ground. But
let me tell you why.
Why?
Because Beyonce already released Renaissance. People are
that's still on rotation for them.
Heavy. If Beyonce had gone on a hiatus and then she released this, it would have gone gangbusters. They would have been like, this is what we've been needing. Beyonce ain't made nothing in a while.
I feel like she also didn't give it enough time.
Got it.
I don't feel like she gave it enough time to go on tour. Yeah, it's like, damn, you just put it out. We don't even know the words yet.
I've listened
for the people
to it
that are
one
listening
time in its entirety, and I threw it away.
And we tried to listen to it together, and I was like, I can't focus. I can't focus on it. Okay, well, getting back to that, then her sister Hallie decided to go online and defend her sister. And I have seen in interviews that Hallie is the more protective sister, which you would think it would be the opposite way around. Chloe is the more like quiet sister. Hallie is the more boisterous, like, no, don't mess with my sister. Yeah, you would think it'd be the other way around, but no.
I can see that.
Okay, well, she is. And she clapped back online. She said, hey, y'all, with the little heart and the little distant heart. I'm going to say this once. Uh-oh. And there are no caps. She said, I'm about business. She said, I don't stand for bullying of any kind on this app of anyone. Those who I don't know, and especially those who I love with my whole heart. I think sometimes people forget that even though we live public lives, we are human and have souls. Then she said, everyone who knows me knows I go to war for the ones that I love, and I've kept it real cute on this app for a while now. So just reminding y'all to keep it cute too. XOXO.
Okay.
So her boyfriend, Hallie's boyfriend, DDG, was on Instagram Live.
Oh, no.
With some of his friends. And one of his friends, he's a YouTuber, Jadon, I guess is his name, was trying to shoot his shot at Chloe through DDG.
Okay.
And he was like, hey, you know, tell her like hook us up. I want to holla at Chloe, blah, blah, blah. And DDG was like, I mean, you can get at her. Like, you talk to her.
Right.
You the man. Yeah, don't go through me. You the man. And so he was like, I mean, her album flopped, so she probably sad right now.
This the boyfriend?
No, the guy, the YouTuber Jadon, trying to get at her. So he's saying like she's vulnerable right now. She could use somebody in her corner. Her album flop. So let me holler at her so we can get together, girl. And when I say DDG had the phone up to here, you can see nothing but this because he was laughing. And then he got off. He got off the call. I guess he was like, I don't want to be associated with this because it's going to fuck up my shit with her sister. You could tell he was like shocked by what he was saying.
Okay.
It was funny. Mean, but funny. Yeah.
I'm certain. Now, okay, this is what I'll say about Hallie.
Okay.
I like Hallie a lot. I think she knows who she is. She gives us her. This is what I have gathered.
Okay.
Like you said, it's funny because she's the younger one, but I would go to war for you. If somebody was like, man, Jazz is trash. Have you heard her on the episodes? She trash. Get out. Like, I'm going to go to war for you as well. However, if you weren't being true to you, I would, just like you had to sit me down with my high pitched voice, I would tell you behind closed doors, like, sis, this ain't it though. Yeah. I love you. We're going to get you back on track. But this right here, it's not it.
Yes.
So it's like,
they're also not very mature. They're very young. So her sister Hallie may not have the maturity to recognize that she's not being herself. Or maybe she has told her. And Chloe's like, shut up, sis. You know, who knows? Moving on. Yeah, that was that.
Girl, okay. Cameron has risen from the grave. Bitch talking some mess at that.
About who?
Go to sleep.
About who?
Go to sleep. So there was a picture actually 2 pictures
Uh-huh.
that were posted on Instagram.
Okay.
Of our favorite duo. We're still sad about one of them, but our favorite duo. Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors. I don't know if they were for like a magazine or but one picture. It's just too sweet, sis. One picture is like he's around him, around his back, and
that's been out for a while. Yes.
Okay. Well, Cameron said something about it.
Oh, because he's not comfortable with his sexuality. Go ahead.
He posted it for whatever reason. I don't know why he felt the need to do that, but he posted it and said, "The reason I didn't go see Creed." Okay. And so people were confused by this. One, they were saying, was it you, the rapper, wearing all pink? What happened there? What are you even talking about? Like, obviously, this is blurring lines of what masculinity can be.
Looks like.
What it looks like. Just because you, like, hug on people that you love, if it's another man, it doesn't mean that you're gay. But
correct.
Even if you were, who gives a fuck? But you were wearing pink head to toe, baby pink head to toe for decades.
Powder pink.
And no one said anything to you, but then you want to come on here, fur, bitch, boots with the fur. And then you want to come on here and say you didn't watch Creed because they have a close-knit relationship, like brothers almost. Okay. Some people got on their computers and got to going.
Of course.
Skills VA, I don't know who this is, but he said times we're living in are goofy as fuck. He said, y'all got it. When you die and your family don't have not one picture of you smiling, you got it, bruh. Hardest obituary pick ever. He said, you won.
You won.
He was like, my brother missing out because it's an amazing movie. I've watched it 5 times, and I'm not saying that because I had a theme song. So clear, he's an artist. Had a theme song in the trailer, with the laughing emoji. He was saying, I think being afraid to show love to brothers because of being seen as gay as well. Gay.
Ooh. Homophobic, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And childish.
It's so stupid.
It's so childish. And it's so 1990s, you know. Yeah. Wouldn't it hate to live a life, and doesn't he have kids, raise kids in a world where, you know, you just can't be comfortable with what feels true to you? Hugging on another man, kissing on another man, being affectionate on another man automatically makes you gay when you feel love towards these people, but you can't show it the way you want to because you're afraid of being judged, labeled. True masculinity is a man saying, oh, I don't give a fuck what they think, what this looks like. I feel like hugging this man right now because I feel like hugging him. I love him. And I'm going to show him that I love him.
Yeah. And someone else said something about, and it may have been the same person. He was basically like, you know, I love on my guy friends. Oh, it is the same guy. I'm seeing the quote now. He was basically like, we're our own worst enemy. Shaking my head. I tell all my homies I love them. Why? Because I do. Sometimes it throws them off, but I don't care. I'm going to keep saying that shit. Tomorrow ain't promised. And we're all getting older. Hold on, gotta scroll down. We're all getting older, man, and death is definitely certain. It's already hard enough out here for Black men as it is.
Yeah, that's true.
He speaking nothing but the truth.
He sure is, and I kind of want to know who he is. I'd like to follow him.
Okay, let me look him up. Skills is his name.
Well, we could post it on Instagram. Yeah, we'll post it.
Oh, he ain't what I thought he was gonna look like.
This is what I look like.
Okay, he's older. Anywho.
Okay.
Oh, it's me again. Uh-oh, it's me again. Okay, so this had me cracking up, Miss Girl. Okay, so there was a Complex did a hip hop media power ranking list.
Okay.
So basically, people in hip hop that are doing other things and dominating those fields.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a list of. Okay, let me read the description just so it makes more sense. Who has the most power in hip hop media? From rappers to radio hosts to YouTubers to Twitch streamers and everyone in between. Here's our inaugural power ranking of hip hop media personalities.
Okay.
That's what the list is about. Okay. And it's Complex, the magazine.
Mm-hmm.
So the list, it's a list of 25. I'm not going to read them all. I don't know them all. We don't care.
Okay. If you do care, go look it up.
Right. Mm-hmm. The people that we know, I will read. You and I know.
Okay.
Sway came in at 23.
Okay.
That's not bad. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think he's the most listened to, so that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Who are these people? Oh, do you remember Big Boy? Chocolate guy.
Yes.
Has a gap.
Yep.
Used to be real heavy. He came in at 18.
Okay.
Okay. Funkmaster Flex came in at 15.
Okay.
Girl, Angela Yee. Yeah. She came in at 14. And in this picture, she has Michael Jackson girl. Not good.
Good, not great.
Angie Martinez came in at number 12.
Okay, I can see
that. So you can see like how the list is going. Yada, yada, yada.
Who's
yada,
number
yada.
one? That's what I want to know.
Well, I just want to see if Carisha came in at number 7. That's the other one I wanted to talk about. I cared about.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to guess who came in at number 1?
Is it who's on the list?
Huh?
Is it who you have on the list?
What do you mean?
On the outline?
Who I came to talk about? Yes. Oh! I forgot I put it on there. Joe Budden.
Okay.
Joe Budden came in at number 1. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. So I didn't know this, but Joe Budden used to have 2 different co-hosts on his podcast. That's what he was nominated for, the Joe Budden podcast. Mm-hmm. Well, they had something to say about this list.
Oh, okay.
They didn't like that he was number 1.
Interesting.
It was oozing jealousy.
Oh.
Obviously they used to be on the show.
Yes.
You know, they clearly had a lot of ins and outs with him. Well, it sounds like they had some disagreements as far as money goes. Mm. And I think they just had some issues with like how the show was being run, and they felt like they didn't have full transparency.
Okay.
So they left the show. Okay. Now they have their own show together. So they were on their podcast talking about this.
Okay.
Why? Basically, they were calling Joe Budden the cat burglar. Like he's going to the next home to rob, blah, 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 blah. I guess, I don't know if they think he owes them money. Girl, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Well, Joe Budden decided on his most recent episode to respond.
Uh-oh. It's over with. And
he said, y'all
he got the listeners. So
got the listeners. He said, y'all niggas didn't even make the list. What are you talking about? What are we even talking about here? He was like, they want to call me, this and that, but the numbers speak for themselves.
And they do.
And they do.
And they do.
He was just like, I don't know why people want to try and come for something that I've built. Y'all not even on the show. Y'all not even on the list. You can't talk to me. Can't sit with us is basically what it came down to.
Yeah.
So it was funny to me.
So basically the 2 ex-hosts were basically saying like, you don't deserve to be number 1. Okay.
They were upset that he was number 1. And then somebody else in the background, and I don't know who this person is, was like, I think he should have been top 5 for sure. Okay. But they didn't think that he should be number 1.
Okay.
And
I wonder how his numbers stack up next to Angie Martinez.
What do you mean?
As far as like his podcast listeners and stuff.
I don't know.
Clearly they get more listeners, or she would have been closer to number 1.
Right.
More influence.
And I don't know if it was like a voting thing, or I'm not really sure how it was calculated. It could have just been numbers alone, but
okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'm sure we'll hear more about this, but
they were hating
big time. I see.
Like, oh, that's icky.
Yeah, that is kind of icky, because they could have just left it alone at that point.
They could have been like, oh, good for him. Move on.
And kept it moving. Or just not even mentioned it.
No, right. Nobody was interviewing you about this. This is your podcast. So you chose to bring this up.
But think about it. Now, them talking about it, everybody's going to go to that episode and listen. So that drives their numbers up. So maybe it was smart for them
make it on the list next year.
Next year, maybe not.
It'll be 25. Okay.
Yeah. At least that one episode will get a lot of play.
Yeah, probably. So, you're right.
I'm sure, they were like, no, let's mention it. Let's stir the pot a little bit.
I guess.
Now, Tracy listens to Joe Budden heavy. Been listening for years. And he told me why they split, and I do not remember. But, all right, we're going to jump into some drive-by.
Okay.
For drive-by gossip, for our new listeners, drive-by gossip is just gossip that we see. It's worth mentioning. We're just dropping it in your lap, throwing it in your lap real quick. We may not go into deep details or anything like that, but it's worth mentioning. Noteworthy.
Like we are on Apple.
Yeah, new and noteworthy. Apple Podcast. Ow.
Okay, Bad Bunny. He is the first Latino solo artist to headline at Coachella this year.
Very good.
Ups. And he's got his little white chick on the side. What's her name? Kendall,
are they still together?
Yeah, I think so.
Good for him. Good for them.
Yawn.
Okay. Offset decided to pay tribute to Takeoff with a new tattoo. Did you see this? Bitch, is his entire back.
Okay, that's too much.
I mean, his entire back is Takeoff.
Like his face, his body, like what?
It's got like some space stuff over here. Then down here, there's like, it's either I can't tell. It's either it's part of his robe. It's part of Takeoff's robe. It's got Takeoff in the center, and it's a good tattoo. Obviously, he's not gonna go to nobody. It's trash. But then it's got like this little halo thing kind of around, and then after that, it's like flowers around it, and then on the side there's some space. It's his
like outer space.
Outer space. His entire back is covered with this mural tribute to Takeoff.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. It's brand new. You can see it's peeling in the picture. That is a dedication. And then I feel like him
on Instagram
and
too.
Quavo going back and forth with,
I'm sadder.
I'm missing more. Yeah, because Quavo did like a tribute song or something to him, and it just came. Yeah, I just read some of it. I didn't even go into detail about that, but I was like, are y'all going to for that? Which is fine. I mean, it's your body, but it is humongous.
Okay.
It's huge.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a bit much.
A little bit of sad news here. Not death, but it's still sad. Jamie Foxx was admitted into the hospital for a unspecified medical complication, and he's being treated for that. His daughter, Corinne Foxx, put out a public statement. And she said, from the Fox family, we wanted to share that my father, Jamie Foxx, experienced a medical complication yesterday. Luckily, due to the quick action and great care, he is already on his way to recovery. We know how beloved he is and appreciate your prayers. The family asks for privacy during this time. Much love, the Fox family.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just strange.
I read something or heard something, but I heard it was like an aneurysm or something.
I don't know.
That's what I heard, that it was an aneurysm, and then they found like a clot or something.
Ooh, yikes.
It says, according to the Insider, Fox suffered a brain bleed that was discovered when he sought medical attention for headaches.
Oh.
The source explained that doctors considered the bleed to be minor and Fox is expected to make a full recovery.
Oh, well, that's good.
That is good. But it's sad. There have been a whole bunch of like celebrities that have posted in like support of Jamie Foxx, like an interaction with him. And there have been a lot of people that aren't famous that have come forward with stories, and they are so good. Like, so like one was, I'll be quick. One was this person that was waiting, I guess they were working at this place that was about to close. He came in 10 minutes before they were about to close, and he was very apologetic, like, I am so sorry. And he ordered like $300 worth of food 10 minutes before they were about to close. They ended up making it for him, obviously, and he tipped the whole restaurant $10,000 for them, the staff, to split.
Get the fuck out of here.
As a thank you, like, I'm so sorry, y'all. I know you about to close. I need this food. And he tipped him. And clearly that sticks with you.
And that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, as someone who has money and influence, if you're gonna inconvenience people, because it's still an inconvenience, then make it worth their while.
Yes.
And help them out.
Yes. Correct.
Oh, boy. Well, that's great.
Yeah, so we'll keep you guys updated if we hear anything else about Jamie Foxx. Hopefully he'll recover and be back to the funny shit he's always been up to. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this was bizarre. Okay, I could have made this a main, to be honest, but it's okay.
Oh, Lord.
We typically don't talk about white people, so that's why it's a
okay
drive-by. Okay, Drake Bell from Drake and Josh. He was missing. You didn't see anything about this?
No.
Perfect. Girl.
Missing.
He was last spotted on Wednesday before 9 p.m. Nobody had heard from him in like 24 hours or something like that. So he was I think it was Daytona Police. Yeah. Daytona Beach Police Department said that he was missing and in danger. Put out a APB whatever on this man. So then he ends up tweeting the next day, and he said, you leave your phone in the car and don't answer for the night. And this, okay,
wait,
listen, it gets deeper.
Okay.
So everybody's like, oh, good, he's fine, like he's all right. Well, when he was last seen in front of Mainland High School on a Wednesday night. Okay. What the fuck are you doing at a high school at night?
School. Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing I did see that I did not know prior to this was that he has had several run-ins with the law prior to this. It includes him pleading guilty to child endangerment, as well as charges of abuse, driving under the influence, and inappropriate contact with a girl under 18.
I think I had heard of one of these charges from him before, because I was just like, ugh, gross.
Ew, gross. Correct. So you went missing.
In front of a high school.
In front of
the girls you like.
In front of the girls you like. You aren't able to be reached. What are you doing and who are you with? And then you pop up like, I'm missing? You didn't see it on the news all night? Like, what was you doing? That's all I got on that for now.
What a mystery.
Yeah, that's weird.
I need you to keep up with this, please. And
I sure will. I sure will.
So is he still currently missing? Or
no, he tweeted and said, this what happens when...
if the thing was like, that wasn't him tweeting, you know, I mean, it could have been.
Oh, no, I guess he's been found. They say that he's been found. So
but we don't know what the fuck he was doing.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Ooh, that's
icky, yeah.
Okay. Halle Berry, the original Halle.
Okay. You don't hear about her much.
I know. She posted on Twitter a picture of her. She's standing on a balcony. It's a very shallow balcony. Looks to be like it could be at her house. There's plants on either side of her, kind of camouflaging a little bit, but she's standing there leaning over the banister, drinking wine, looking like she just got out of bed, and she is fully nude. All of her bits are like shadowed or covered, but she's nude. And her caption is, "I do what I want to do. Kiss mouth." Yeah. Mwah. Don't y'all love it? Eat it up. And like you would expect, most people are like, "Oh, how," or whatever. Mm-hmm. Well, some crusty person got on there and said something that he didn't like it. He disagreed. I'm going to assume he's white. I don't know that he is, but
based on his vernacular,
yeah.
Okay.
He says, "Imagine being in your 50s." Not you starting with a precursor. Mm-hmm. Imagine you being in your 50s, still posting nudes for attention in menopause. How does she know? How would he know if she's gone through menopause? When you should be chilling with your grandkids. Aging with dignity is no longer a thing.
Oh, wow.
What?
You feel strongly.
You are touched.
Although you're probably old as well, hiding behind a keyboard on
and
Twitter
what are you
at
like?
9:00 at night alone in bed.
Set your nude out. Let's see it. Huh? Why would anyone go online and type this?
When I think mean things, I just keep it moving.
Think it and move on.
Yeah, I don't ever feel the need to like, I'm going to respond to her so she can see what I think. I mean, it's just not that crucial for me. But
or we talk about it on here.
Or we talk about it on here.
Her response was confusing to me.
Oh, she responded. Okay.
Yeah, she did. She decided to respond to him. Not in now listen here, motherfucker. Like she didn't do that. But
okay.
I don't understand necessarily the response, but people are saying it's scathing. Maybe I'm stupid.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay. She responded saying, "Did you guys know that the heart of a shrimp is located in its head?"
That was it?
Yeah.
A heart of a shrimp.
Is she calling him a shrimp dick? What is she saying?
Is located in its head? I don't know.
The heart. Do y'all know? The heart of a shrimp is located in its head. Am I stupid? Are we stupid?
I'm thinking maybe it has to do with him. Girl, I don't want to say it because I'm gonna sound stupid. Not having a heart,
like
you're thinking with your head and not your heart. Girl, I do not know.
I don't know. I kept reading it and I was like, what? And then I was like, should I just not read her response because I don't get it? But it is what it is. That's what she said back, and people were like, "Ooh, kill him." So
it must mean that it's like, I don't know. It must have a different meaning. I have no idea. It's over my head, and it's probably going to go over his head, too, which is probably the point. Now, she got this nigga Googling. She got us all Googling.
Mm-hmm. Now, if someone out there does know what...
Let us know. I want to know.
Relates, please say, because
I'm curious.
Dying.
If I actually had time to do some digging, I could probably find it.
But we ain't got the time.
We ain't got the time right now. Yeah. All right. This I'll be quick about. You know that... I typically like to bring up like when celebrities buy homes because I just like,
it's interesting.
Yeah, I like stuff like this. Anywho, Rihanna, she bought a new penthouse. She currently stays in, what's it called? The Century City. It's in Century City, California.
Okay.
And it's called the Century, the place, the building. Okay. It's a luxury condo that she purchased, but she currently stays in a condo in this building. Okay. She currently owns a 3-bedroom, 3,500 square foot unit in the building, but she just bought a bigger unit in the same building. And this location is supposed to be like top notch. Like this is where you stay when you got money dollars, period, in LA.
And
so
she do.
She spent $21 million on this penthouse.
Oh my.
It is over 9,000 square feet. And it used to be owned, or she bought it from the Afterpay co-founder.
Get out of here.
He originally had it listed for $28 million, but she negotiated it down to $21 million. How the fuck she did that? Oh, I don't know. Slipped him a titty. I don't know what she did, but he knocked $7 million off that bitch.
$7 million?
Yes, ma'am.
Maybe he was really desperate to get out of there. Like
maybe he wanted to get rid of it. Maybe
I'm done with this. Take it.
Or maybe she was like, nah, because I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna change this, and I'm gonna change this.
Maybe.
I'm not buying it for that. Yeah, maybe. It's a 4-bedroom, 6.5 bath.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's the rest of the space doing?
It takes up the entire 40th floor of the building. Mm-hmm. So it's got shit going on up in there.
So nobody's 3 going times to the bigger floor unless that's your house.
The 40th floor, correct. It's like one of those you can't go to that floor if you ain't got the code or whatever, or a key something, whatever. I don't know how they do it in the rich land, but you see it on movies. So
damn.
This new place is almost 3 times the size of the current one that she has. So she's got this new baby coming. She was like, we gotta move up.
Ooh,
that was so interesting to me. So let me tell you what some of the amenities are, and then I'll move on. It has a private elevator, floor to ceiling windows with skyline views, dark brown hardwood floors, all white kitchen with marble countertops. It also has a soundproof movie theater, master suite with curved bedroom. And I saw the video of like what the realtor made to sell the house. Girl, it is floor to ceiling windows, and the room is absolutely curved, and it's all windows, and the bed is sitting right smack dab looking out the windows and then the curtains of course move on their own. They're just like it was beautiful. Let me tell you who else lives here.
Imagine. Okay.
Denzel Washington, Terry and Heather Dubrow, which blows my fucking mind because they're on a housewife show that I watch. That's how much money these bitches got.
Oh, okay.
He's a doctor. He's a plastic surgeon, which you've probably seen on TV. He was botched. The white man that's ugly.
He is. He's botched, bitch.
Both of them are not cute, and they were both husbands of somebody on the Housewives show together. Anywho, Candy Spelling, who lives 2 floors above Rihanna. Isn't that just weird? You just step out your building and you might see somebody just as famous as your ass. It's just funny.
I mean, that's like the community that you are in. That's that's what you do. So it's not too strange, I guess. To see a regular old nobody would be stranger.
Well, that's probably what you would prefer. To see somebody you don't know, just to not be known. Well, I guess they would know him, I guess. Whatever.
They would know you. Yeah.
To piggyback off of that, Meek Mills was selling his home, and he had it for sale for 2 years, on the market for 2 years. It's an 8-bedroom, 9-bath. You saw this property? Okay. Well, he ended up putting it on social media, and somebody swooped it up immediately. He said, I sold that house that quick. It was for sale for like 2 years. I knew it as soon as I posted it too. Girl, turns out Rick Ross bought the house. He had no idea it was Rick Ross, which is funny to me. And Rick Ross bought it for $4.2 million.
Cash money.
Cash. Cold, hard cash.
Mm-hmm. He said, here you go.
That's insane. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And I saw a couple pictures. It looked really nice. Like nicer than I expected it to be from Meek Mills. But
I mean, hired designers.
I know, but it still doesn't even seem like his style. Like he would have ever... You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see
had a little bit more elegance to it than I anticipated.
Okay, very good.
Okay, babe. Martin Lawrence, our uncle. The Hollywood, girl, get your thoughts together. Martin Lawrence will finally be getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Bitch, overdue as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
He been in the game so long and has been on top. What? Okay.
I wonder why he didn't already have one.
Exactly. Racism. Okay. Because all the friends got one. All them white friends from the show. Stop. Okay. It was announced that his star will be unveiled in a ceremony April 20th. It was originally announced that he was going to even be getting a star in June of 2022. What was the holdup?
Yeah.
That was a year
the Star
ago
Factory
almost.
was closed for COVID. Girl, I don't know.
Stop, sis. It was stop.
Girl, I don't know.
It was last year. We been knew COVID has been
I'm just
a
talking.
glimmer in our eye. So yeah, he's finally gonna get it.
Good for him. Well deserved.
Oh, yeah.
Deserved. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time coming.
Oh, Lord, it's me. Okay. Sad news on the horizon.
Oh God.
Well, okay, so you know how was it last week or the week before that we talked about Bob Lee, the founder of Cash App?
I think that was last week.
Murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have a suspect. His name is Nima Momini.
Banana Fana Fofini.
I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. Apparently, Bob and Nima had an argument before he was killed.
Told you it was somebody he knew. It's always somebody they know.
Okay. Well, it just seemed so random that I thought, okay. From the sounds of it, Nima's sister and Bob Lee may have been seeing each other even though she was married.
Oh, okay.
It's not known if they were, in a physical relationship, but it seems like they may have been seeing each other. And I looked it up. Bob was separated from his wife. So I think technically he was still married, but obviously they weren't like together.
Oh, Bob was seeing the other guy's sister who's married. Got it. Okay. Because I was like, why would he
sister is
kill
married.
him okay.
Yes. And it sounds like Nima got involved. An argument ensued, and then
well, he came with a knife, so he was planning that whether there was an argument or no. They was in the streets.
Yeah.
So
yeah. From the sounds of it, Bob and the sister, and they didn't give the sister's name, were in a hotel room or an apartment. It was an apartment. They were in an apartment, and the brother came to pick her up from that apartment.
I see.
So it just sounds like it was a lot going on, and then tensions got high.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, not to piggyback on your sad news. I'm just going to get it all, rip the Band-Aid off. This is an update on the Shanquella Robinson situation. I'm sure everybody knows. If you don't, what rock you been hiding under. She was murdered in Mexico on vacation with her friends. Long and short of it.
Quote friends, because
friends, correct. So basically the U.S. prosecutors tell the family that they're not going to pursue charges in her death that happened in Mexico. So basically the U.S. is staying out of it. And it all has to do with the evidence that was provided for the case, which is crazy because the family is saying, well, when you react on something and it takes so long, that gives people time to change their stories, get on the same page, destroy evidence, erase messages, things like that. So evidence can be tampered with because you gave them too long. You gave them too much time.
Right.
So, yeah, that's where we stand right now. We're not doing nothing. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Now, what does that mean for Mexico? Is Mexico going to do anything? But they're not Mexican. They're not citizens of Mexico, so I don't know if they really can. I really don't know what happens from here.
They can charge them there because the crime was committed there. And I know that Mexico was doing an investigation.
They did, and I remember they did an autopsy and they found that she had a broken spinal cord or something. But when the U.S. did our autopsy, they didn't find spinal cord damage, but they did find swelling of the brain or something, but they couldn't determine that was the
cause of death.
Yeah. There will be a march held on the 200th day of Shanquella's passing. It's going to be March 19th in Washington, D.C. And they're going to march to the State Department headquarters. And this is basically
March next year.
May. My bad, girl.
Oh, okay.
They're marching on May 11th to the State Department headquarters in Washington, D.C. And basically they just want people to know, like, and they're fighting for the fact that U.S. citizens can't go out of the country or go overseas, commit a crime and think, I can get away with it because it wasn't done on U.S. soil, that type of thing. So, yeah.
Right. That's true. That's
Sorry,
true.
I had to say it. I had to.
I know, sis.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't sad.
Okay, good.
But it is an update.
Okay, great.
Meg the Stallion. Okay, so you remember how she was basically bringing up a suit against 1501 Certified Entertainment, her label, because they weren't trying to pay her. Yes. They're still kind of going back and forth. Mm-hmm. And she's calling out the owner of the label, Carl Crawford, and the execs, because she's basically saying the money still ain't adding up. The math ain't mathing. So I guess they've been going back and forth comparing notes, and she's like, this still isn't right. Okay. So correct it, because I want all my money. Thanks. Good. Right. Very good. Mm-hmm. And she filed a new motion on Thursday, raising all types of red flags on their bank accounts. Mm. And she thinks that he was basically taking all of her earnings and she wouldn't get nothing. Whoa. So we'll see. And if there's anything else to bring up, I will, because it's ongoing. Ongoing, James, ongoing. Mm-hmm. Okay. Lastly, last update. It's about Jonathan Majors. I know, sis. Go ahead. This kills me. It pains me every time. Tracy sent this to me with joy, I'm sure. And it is, there are rumors swirling that he's going to be replaced as Kang, the Conqueror, whatever he is in the Marvel movies. He about to be replaced. Kang the Conqueror. There are rumors swirling that the Marvel Studios is going to replace him based on his assault allegations. He's got a lot of projects coming up, which this gonna really hurt his pocketbook. Yeah, and his career at this point. Now, we've already talked about how there's a lot of white actors that go on to have flourishing careers when they're accused of things. He's just been accused. He hasn't even been convicted of anything. Not to say that it didn't happen. I'm not saying that it did, but you know, there are already talks of him losing. He's already lost an endorsement with the Army, and he may be losing some big jobs coming up based on this. So we'll see. Honestly, I think the companies are doing what they're supposed to do. When someone is going through negativity, their PR teams are like, cut it. No, we're not about to be associated. And that makes sense. I mean, they have to do what's best for their brand. Now, if it comes to light that he is innocent, great. Well, we look forward to working with you in the future, you know. But at that point, his name is already tarnished. He's already lost out on those deals and that money. And they don't do that to everybody. They don't move this quickly with anyone else. That's what I was going to say. Now, if they were to treat everybody fairly, great. But we know that they're not going to. Yeah, put a pause on it like you do everybody else. What's old boy's name that plays, who's Iron Man? Oh, Robert Downey Jr. And did he do something? Oh, he was on drugs. Okay, well, I'm thinking of, but I think that's who I'm thinking of, but that's not who you meant to say. Yeah. Oh, I love Robert Downey Jr. He can do no wrong in my book. Oh, really? Zero. I didn't know that. Oh my God, I love him. Yeah, he used to be a heavy drug user. Okay. And now he's clean and he like. Who did Chris Brown bring up
when he
Girl, he
made
brought up
that
too many
girl
people.
list, but it was somebody who played a superhero, a main character. I don't remember. That's okay.
I don't either.
Either way,
All
it
right.
happens. They still out here thriving, getting
Yeah.
jobs, not
Getting
losing
jobs.
nothing.
Nope.
And then,
Not losing anything, sleep included.
correct. Yeah. Ready to switch it up?
Yeah.
All right.
Switch up.
Yeah, we're toxic. And all right, this week we're doing toxic traits, and I just have a running list of my toxic traits.
Same.
I got hella to choose from. Which one?
Exactly.
Which one am I going to choose?
Exactly.
Ooh, there's so many. Oh, here's a good one. I tend to ruin my own surprises.
Yeah, because you your mama's daughter.
I can't help it. I truly, when I notice something is off, then I start thinking into it. Like, well, why? I can't just like let things be. And that's part of me being controlling, which is also another toxic trait of mine that was not on the list. So this is a bonus.
Ooh.
I don't know. It's just like, let's say Trey's tried to surprise me with dinner and he tells me to get dressed, or just does something that's not his normal. Then I'm asking like, well, why?
Right.
For what? Why? And then, well, we're going to eat something. Where? I want to know the details. I'm very hard to surprise, but also I feel like when knowing that I'm hard to surprise, there's a way to surprise me. You just have to keep me completely out of the loop. It's just like, not to say that this is what Tracy does, but I do know people that do this. It's just kind of like, was you even trying? Like when somebody asks for your address out the blue.
Girl, I hate
Well,
that
clearly I know something's coming in the mail. But
That's
if you
dumb.
wanted to surprise me for real, you could have asked Tracy.
Someone else.
Or you could have asked Jess. Yeah. So it's kind of like that. It's like, well, if you really, really, really want to surprise me, I'm able to be surprised. It's just,
I disagree with you.
I've been surprised before.
Yes, you have. But
Okay.
I'm going back to what you said about if he wanted to really surprise you, knowing you're hard to surprise, you could go another way. Or you could just not ask as many questions.
Well, I don't know that you're trying to surprise me until I know that you're trying to surprise me. So typically I ask questions. So just never ask no damn questions. And then that's the other toxic trait on the other side of that. I think, oh, I'm about to be surprised. Now I've geared up in my mind. There's a surprise coming. Ain't no surprise coming. So I'm sitting here with the boo-boo face.
Through and through.
I'm sitting here with the boo-boo face because there was no surprise. I can't help
love
it,
to be
sis. It's
surprised.
just the way I work. I love to too.
I am a go with the flow type of gal. Surprise me anytime and I won't ask a single thing.
Well,
even if James is planning stuff, he's very good at this. Even if he's planning something, he'll just say, hey, what are you doing on this day? Nothing. And then he'll say, okay, well, we've got something planned. Great. I don't ask anything. And then day of, he'll keep reminding me, don't forget, we need to be ready by this time. Okay. Then
what am I
may
wearing?
ask, okay, I was just going to say that will be a question I may ask, but he knows not to give me too many details. Like, okay, is it outside? Do I need to like carry a jacket? And he knows what type of prompts to give me to not spoil it.
Okay. Well, good for y'all.
Well, I'm just saying you can adopt some of that so you can actually be surprised with shit.
Okay.
Alrighty. Mine, you're the worst. Sorry, Tracy. I feel for you, my boy. Mine is, which one am I going to go with? Okay. I am a bitch. I can be playing a game or down a rabbit hole on Instagram. And if I'm in the zone doing something, I will ignore all texts. It doesn't matter who it's from.
Okay. Good to know.
And it'll get to the point where I will have moved on and totally forgot that text even came to me. Hours later.
Yeah. I'm good
rapping
about that
back on a text like, oh shit. I mean, it doesn't matter who it's from. I could be having an active conversation with someone via text. And then I start doing something else. And then I see that little name come at the top. Bye. No, I ain't got time for this. I'm busy doing something else.
Have you done that to me?
Oh, yeah. Multiple times. Yes.
Oh, you for real?
Yeah.
You've been where?
I've been on my phone, eyes glued.
Oh, no, my feelings aren't hurt at all.
Well,
no,
you shouldn't have asked. I will do it. And then I'm like, oh, I got to go back and answer that message. But I be so in the zone. I'm pay. I be so in the zone, sis.
You are pay. Yeah, y'all one in the same. It's bad.
Yeah, so that is a
huge
that's toxic trait of mine. I will ignore all for a game.
Wow. Well, I feel like we've taken up enough of our listeners' time today. Maybe we'll save the rest for another day, a rainy day, if you will. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, take us out.
Okay, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and join our Facebook group. Everything on all social media is SLMTY podcast. We post things that are pertaining to the episode, all the topics that we talk about. Well, the majority. Things that you actually need to see, such as that back tattoo, that takeoff, Offset has of takeoff. I'm gonna post that because what you have to see with your eyeballs.
Right.
We do it on Facebook as well. Just whatever platform is your fancy, follow us there.
Yep.
And then be a part of the conversation on Facebook.
Yes. Yay. That's it. That's all we got for y'all this week.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.